And one thing here in particular as well, if you do get eliminated early, I guarantee you need to have somebody going back, doing your homework, and finding a secondary spot, because there's only so many games where you're going to be comfortable taking this type of pressure. It happens every single time up on the leaderboard, and now swinging over, we see Mitro and Tayson on their feet, 2 elims in Tayson's hand, but time and time again, we have talked about it. This trio struggles without Mongrel. They have yet to find any amount of success when he goes down early. He is their playmaker, and despite just how strong the other two in their own right, it seems like they really struggle to find ground as a duo. And one of the key things they're doing right now, knowing they already have the 2 eliminations, and also compared to every other game, this is so much of a sparser game. 78 players, 77 players remaining, when before in these situations, we've seen upwards of 91. They're hanging out in the side of the zone. They know there's more than enough bandages, more than enough med kits. They have a bandage bazooka as well. They're just trying to hang out and wait for this reboot van, knowing that the priority is, if they have the card, getting Mongrel back on his feet. It is the only thing that matters, because their potential for picking up points goes up so incredibly high. And here comes the play. And notice how they waited until the zone was pulling 2, so everyone else left. They have excess white heals. They're going to try and get as much through. This is an incredibly intelligent play, because if they had gone and done the reboot beforehand, the other teams who are still there, who are still hanging out, or waiting for this top trio to leave, would have heard that sound and effectively would have been a dinner bell.
This is the ultimate mental check. Every champion goes through adversity. That's what makes you a champion. It kind of reminds me of the World Series here in the 2020 over here in the States. I know this is an EU region broadcast. In that World Series, the Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers, went on to win the whole thing. They were mostly known as a home run hitting team, but then they started playing small ball, going for singles, doubles, triples to accrue their runs. So now it's going to be a small ball game for Mongrel, Mitro, and Tayson. They cannot go for that big home run with that big old, according to Twitter now, Starks equals victory royale. It's not going to be that simple for them, but like I said, a champion's ride is going to go through some troubles. Now, a champion going through troubles is Benji, Lecce, and Savage, who have not yet to kind of hold on to their day in day 2, but it could happen right here. Benji with a big time 200 back to back, and now they know Benji's here to fight, and Benji's able to clutch it up solo style. But man, clutching up this early in the game all the way to end game, that's gonna be a huge story to tell for Benji.
I'm very questionable about drawing any attention to yourself right now.
I know,
We've seen they don't have excess shields. You're making a rotation through the open, but they say, Sundown, don't you know who we are? We feel comfortable with the lead. We feel like we need a refresher here. Let's go box to box. We're some of the best in the world here. Mongrel providing the support there with the burst rifle, as Tayson leading the charge there, the E11 player, straight into the box. Forget box to box. He's inside the box. Mitro knocks Smudge. Pricolino goes down, and in the blink of an eye, 23 teams to 22 teams, well above Storm Surge. But we talked about calling attention to yourself, and what happens? They were able to get the match, but now it's going to be on Mongrel. Who will step up?
That totally reminded me of that scene with Mean Girls with Regina George, where all of a sudden everyone realized Regina George was on the ropes, and everyone uprises against Regina George, and that's right there. All of a sudden the lobby folks just decided, enough, Mongrel, Mitro, Tayson, enough. We're going to put you in your place for the time being. But hey, that place is on top, man. They're still feeling good. They still another ultimate mental check for them to deal with, and Kenzel has a lot to deal with. Kenzel now has to be solo, the back-to-back DreamHack champion, which was a solo tournament. That was an amazing ride, and Kenzel getting that signature victory on his resume showed the world, showed the EU region that he is a strong player. He's going to have a strong performance right here already. Benji with the biggest ask. Now we have Kenzel with the biggest ask.
Now you can see he's currently sitting in 3rd place, but if anybody's able to make a play like this into a 50-50 by himself.
Oh, too big to ask.
And now we're on to the next trio as he gets beamed out of the sky. The bouncer shockwave not executed well enough. He says, how tall do you have to be to ride the ride? Well, regardless, the 2-time DreamHack champion swatted down there. So we're going to hop on over to another trio who's looking to capitalize on the opportunity. We have Gamer Origin, Deceptos, Become Legends Hens, and Navi Patrick again We've kind of talked about it a little bit. Hen has really been the fulcrum for this team. He's been the playmaker, and if they're able to keep him on his feet, they have plenty of opportunities to make a splash. The issue is they struggle in concluding their mid-game fights quickly, and they only seem to really win in the games when they're winning really hard and don't have the ability to kind of tilt that in their favor that often. And if you're not able to kind of minimize the RNG and manipulate circumstances into your favor, it becomes difficult. However, every once in a while, things are going to pull your way, just like they now have priority positioning on their zone and not a team in the way. As I say that, the rotation begins coming out, and you know what? They said, everyone hop in the sedan, we're going for a ride.
And just to show you what kind of ride that you could have with a pop-off game right here, right now, Thomas HG and Nas and Flick were able to go from 15th place all the way to 6th place with that strong finish in the Victory Royale. Hen, Deceptos, Patrick are now sitting in that 15th place. Can this be that pop-off game that they're looking for? Making that vehicle rotation is so dangerous, but Hen, Patrick, and Deceptos, their game plan is to go for height with a really aggressive retake. So, yes, they're currently sitting really close to low ground, but watch them as you're seeing on the top. Deceptos leading the charge, tunneling, tarping his way, and now you're going to have Hen and Patrick that kind of be looking in the backside of things. Patrick most likely is going to be the support player, but Hen is the one that's going to be the most damage as a fragger.
And the one thing to note right now is they actually don't have any utility to go up. No crash pads, no bouncers, no shockwaves. What they do have is floppers.
Oh,
so look to try and find some picks or find a play there. They find Analyx and grab the body, huck him back, see if there's anything there. Shields sorting through. What they're looking for is a way to go up, because as you talked about, that's when they do best. And what they get from that is a crash pad, and that's going to signal the alarm. You hear it in the background. It's going off right now, and another down coming through. Navi Patrick finding the elim on the box-to-box. Deceptros is going to be the one who's able to confirm it there. And all of a sudden, with only one elimination on the low ground, they're going to turn it into 3 and some utility to potentially make a play. Crash pads and floppers in the inventory.
And man, and what some great space control on this layer. And the EU region wanted the smoke, and now the fire is ablaze, considering that Mongo, Mitro, and Tayson are out. Who is going to stand tall after all the ashes are done? That is the question to ask. And Hen, Patrick, and Deceptos, we've all been waiting. We've all been wondering, where are they? They had such a strong performance in Heats, and Hen on your bottom left picks up a knock right there with some double beam, triple beam support from the rest of his trio mates. And now Hen, he's not done yet. Just like a machine, he's going to turn his attention to the backside of the storm. Very strong trio performance as we are now in the top 11. So placement points will be doled out. And here we go. They're going to try to make a move. And be careful, though, because height could kind of beam down on them, because considering that they're very close to second from height.
And this is what it's all about. Players taking opportunity and rocketing themselves up the leaderboard. A huge pump there in the bottom left-hand screen. That's the one you want to keep your eye on. That's Hen with the floppers, with the shockwaves. He found another one. He found another one. The backside of the zone plays. The young Englishman who's been on fire since the Cash Cup win on his birthday is trying to catch a dub here on the largest stage possible and take themselves from 15th back into contention, just like Thomas HD and co. But Deceptos goes down. That's generally his partner in crime, so Patrick is going to have to do. But look who's still in the lobby. Thomas HD's name in that elimination feed. They're capitalizing on the opportunity and making plays for themselves. We're going to hop back on board here with Hen. 11 players remaining, 9 players remaining, 4 trios left as Thomas gets a nice double there to continue their push towards the top. High ground, though. Munch just raining down shots. We have Hen in the bottom right, Thomas in the top right. These are 2 of the best playmakers in the game as Hen finds another one. Shockwave's about to come out. It's all up to Hen as he goes for height. Doesn't find it there, but still has the floppers. Thomas also looking for his own room. Can either of them solo clutch up against the trio on high ground? That's been the theme of Europe, and here we go.
And Thomas gets another elim. Thomas has the ability to do it. With 9 elims, it is a possibility. 2 solo players. Oh my goodness, Hen's on height. The trio is now between the sandwich right now of Thomas HD and Hen. Hen is raining down some fire, and they're going to go down into the arms of Thomas HD. Hen and Thomas pick up elims. No build for Hen. This is an opportunity! An opportunity! Yes!
What a play!
Up and gets Thomas HD and Munch! Oh my goodness, Hen!
Only 3 points away from Kinzel, Wolfie, CRR in third, so they're almost jumping up again into third place from this play.
And on your kind of whiteboard, it says hype. It's for me just shock. And for these guys, the word is hunger. They want to get that top spot. They're climbing from the depths, the pits of these leaderboards. Right behind them, too. Look now. And Deceptos Putrick in 7th place. They were in the top 15 before. Benji Savage lets you have to fall because some trios need to be moved down as others move up. Floki, Clement, and Nakos are still here, though, in 8th, trying to survive with all this chaos and pandemonium going on around them in EU.